All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, by Shem McCark Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, and right quick, ran into this article. I actually bookmarked it a couple days ago, but it says, will respond to U.S. plots all the way from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean. Iran warns Washington. All right, now we know through the timeline of America's beef, America's problem with Iran. Recently, it was supposed to be peace talks. Then the peace talks got cut. Then it's just been a whole bunch of threats back and forth. All right, and we know that this is prophesied in the scriptures that America, all right, well that the war, all right, the World War III, the war to end all wars, all right, will happen in the Middle East. All right, and this is just the war bubbling, man. All right, because once again, these countries they're not scared of America no more. All right, let the weak say I am strong. All right, even though Iran and the Middle Eastern, Ishmaelites, they always been, going head up with America, whether they had the weaponry or not. But you know, this just shows that the war is brewing, man. All right. It says Tehran has promised to strongly retaliate against any potential U.S. attacks after both Washington and I probably pronounced this wrong. Excuse me. Riyadh accused the Islamic Republic of bombing Saudi oil refineries. And this is a quote. If America thinks any of if America thinks of any plots, the Iranian nation will respond from the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean. A top military advisor to Iran's supreme leader, Major General Yaha Rahim Savavi said on Friday, the Major General who used to lead the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or the IRGC, warned that U.S. President Donald Trump would share the fate of previous presidents who'd failed to impose their political will on the Iranian nation. All right, because you got to know that, America been over there in the Middle East, causing havoc since George Sr. You know what I mean? George Bush Sr., man. They been over there causing havoc, man. And Iran got a don't bend, don't fold type of attitude towards America, man. You know, it says tensions have been running high between Washington and Tehran after armed drones struck two Saudi state-run oil facilities over the weekend, temporarily disabling half of the kingdom's oil production capacity. Although Yemen, Yemeni Houthi rebels quickly admitted to having attacked the oil sites, Riyadh and its major ally, the U.S., blamed Iran. The Islamic Republic vehemently denies being involved in the drone strikes, right? Which they may have not been, man, because you know how the U.S. media get down. They just create the culprit, man, and the people rock with it. Not only the people in America, but usually the people around the world, because America has struck fear in all these nations in the past with the things that they've done with their bombs and with their military. But at this point, in this current time, these countries not taking this shit from America no more. All right. It says U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said the attack was tantamount to an act of war by Iran. Now you talking about acts of war, all right? And this is the hypocrisy of America. Trump been slapping sanctions on people since he been in office. That's an act of war. But an act of war by somebody else is deemed to be, bad or whatever to America. All right. And this is why these countries is eventually just gonna bomb the hell out of America, man. Like the scriptures say. They tired of this hypocrisy, man. Everything that America demonizes people for, they do it. It says officials in Tehran, meanwhile, renewed their pledge to retaliate with full force if attacked by the U.S. Pompeo later softened his tone somewhat, saying Washington would like to build an international coalition aimed at achieving peace with Iran. Safavi, however, dismissed the overture as an attempt to deceive the people in the region and the world, which America is very good at through their media. All right. It says, while vowing to take a diplomatic approach, Pompeo accused Tehran of warmongering. Are you, America is the biggest warmonger on the planet, man. This is the hypocrisy, man. All right. But he says they accused Tehran of warmongering and threatening to fight to the last American. Why wouldn't they? All right. You've been over there slaughtering their people for decades. It says his Iranian counterpart, Mohammad Javad Zarif, responded by saying that Pompeo has it the other way around. It's not Iran, this is the quote, it's not Iran that wishes to fight to the last American. Rather, it is his B team host who seem to wish to fight Iran to the last American. Which is true, man. All right, because America is in a perpetual war, man. All right, they don't know no better. You know what I mean? They don't know. They don't have no other way of conducting themselves other than terrorizing countries, man. All right, so of course I'm gonna grab a couple scriptures. Shalaki, I thought I had it open. Not a script. I don't want to work. Shalaki. The Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. All right, and that wine, his media is a part of that wine. All right, because everybody for some reason believes the American media, man. All right, it says he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. Being a proud man who don't keep it at home, meaning he don't stay within his borders. He's everywhere, man. Causing havoc. That's why I say who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, because everywhere that Esau goes on the planet, death follows. All right, because he kills and destroys and takes over. All right. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they've been trying to do in the Middle East for, once again, for decades. All right, they want to dominate the whole world and have everybody under their thumb, if you will, man. But you see these nations, they rousing up, man. They're not dealing with that shit no more. That's why every other day you hear Iran say some shit like, but say something in the media like, well, basically we'll go to war with y'all. We're not worried about y'all. If y'all want war, we can take it there. Basically, it says, "Shall not all these take a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Woe unto him that increases what is not his. What is not his? That land, the resources, the people over there. It's not his, but he wants to have everybody in captivity. He wants the whole world in captivity under him, which to a certain extent, all right, the world is under captivity, under Esau's captivity, because the Most High made it that way. But the Most High also, had the prophets prophesy that there will be a war, all right, what you call World War III, the third woe, all right, and America will ultimately be destroyed for the evil that they've done amongst these nations, man. All right. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. Booties meaning spoils of war. All right. But it's telling you right here that these nations are going to rise up and vex America. All right. Continuing on, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So everything that America has done is going to get done unto them, because we know that a false balance is an abomination to the Heavenly Father, right? So it has to be balanced out. So all that wickedness, all the murder, everything that everything that America has done unto these nations, it's going to get done to them. All right, it says, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Who has more blood on their hands than Esau? Especially the American Edomite. All right. Shit, man. So like this. Time I do a video, somebody called me. Damn. It says, woe to him that coveteth an evil. Woe unto him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And that's Esau's MO. He covets, coveting is being jealous of something that somebody has, right? And Esau is jealous of what everybody has, so he takes it by force. And just like the scriptures say, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Esau is going to get paid back for the things that he's done. All right. So I just wanted to make that quick video, man. My phone acting crazy, but just want to make that quick video. I hope it was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.